tap between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken at the 3, and he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Number 53, Mike 53. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And it's complete. Henry. That one goes for 24 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Ready? 53 is the mic. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. 53 is the mic.
On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor.
Here we go.
And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Go, son. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating.
With the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Taylor to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 67 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Check 3. Man, 80.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Bang, 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 bang. Switch. Man, 80. Get him. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Red 80.
Darnold from the red zone now. It's Kelsey on the ground. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
They'll try to run it in with Bell. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Red 80.
They'll try again with Bell. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. To throw is Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running from the gun with Howard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Browns first down.
7-7, our score after 1. They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 3-yard line.
Mike Spopo. Check pass. Check pass. Check 50. Check 50.
Bell. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it. The rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
A gain of 4. It's now
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Found his target. It's Anderson. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Darnold now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Throwing again is Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the air again, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. 2nd down and goal. Darnold. And he's got it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now Darnold keeps it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Fit on the bench. Check 53. He can't hang up. No. He's not going to get me. Check.
From the 44, Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Big serious right here. We got to step it up.
From the gun, Taylor looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Taken in at the 22.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I got you, Pop. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Lady.
Again, Darnold. He completes it to Boyd. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Darnold now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Young lady.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. As the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is Howard on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. To throw is Taylor, operating from the gun. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Bell. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go.
Here's Darnold. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Mike Spopo. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 44, Mike, 44.
From the 36, Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Yo, son. 50, Mike, 50. Watch the sled.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold, throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold now to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Kill.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hubbard. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Motion, bump. Go, Mike.
They'll set up to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On the delay, it's Howard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jets have recovered.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up second and 7 at the Browns' 25-yard line.
From the 25 on second down, Darnold, and Anderson's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Now Bell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now Darnold. Dance, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
You got three down.
Darnold from the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A gain there of 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check 31, check 31. No train. 36, 36.
Again, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the interception, here's Darnold. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll look to throw here. Goes underneath for Bell. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Darnold, he gets this one to Boyd. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Here I come again. 61, matchbox, lights. Slide. No.
2nd and 1. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Motion.
Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. They'll try the right side with Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just wait.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. T.Y. Hilton, 65 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the the toe to the leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On first down, Bell. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.